Smash that limiter!
So, welcome to episode. Are you drinking a fucking beer already? Nice. I wish I had a beer. I don't have a beer. No, I don't have any alcohol on hand. It's depressing. Oh, I think I got a bottle of honey chicken. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do not, and I also just realized that my Lee and Lee LCD screens kind of just shat itself as well, that's always fun. But yeah, sure. What's wrong? Can you not be heard? Well, while we have technical difficulties and everything just crashed. Have a talk, Spliffy? Alright, let me fix this. Something's obviously gone astray here. Properties, default. Why do you do this
Don't worry,
to me?
it's for the bit.
Speakers, okay. There we go. There you go. You should be able to talk now.
Ah! It just
Yeah.
came in just in time.
Well, that's fucking annoying. You know what happened?
Just in time for the audience to hear. It's just for the bit. What happened?
I don't know. Something did.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know. And I also just realized that my Lee and Lee's really glitched the fuck out.
Oh.
No.
If only OBS could be. If only OBS was just hardware.
Oh, I know, right? Alright, Lee and Lee.
Could you just turn it on and it just works?
I'll have to reset my computer later on. It doesn't matter. The pump's still working. That's all that matters.
Oh, well, that's a terrifying thought, isn't it? The software glitches and your computer explodes 5 minutes later.
Just gets too hot, like it's gonna overheat on me now. Actually, what is, like, out of curiosity, what is the fucking temperatures of my computer? Let's have a quick look. I am doing a good old hardware. Yeah, you just heard it as an open hardware monitor. Let's see what the temperature is. Yes. I don't care. What is the temperature? My temperature is a healthy 26, 57.58 degrees for the memory. Hotspot temperature is 46, and GPU temperatures are. I've got to find the prick. There we go. GPU temperatures are 50 degrees too. So that pump's working fine. That's all that matters. What matters is the fluid is moving around the cooler and my computer is not cooking. So anyway, it's just, I don't know. I have to admit, L Connect is really shit software. But anyway, I digress. So I have noticed that our podcast on YouTube, Spliffy, has suddenly kind of picked up a little bit. So
hell yeah, we love picking stuff up.
So it seems that people are actually taking interest in this pathetic podcast, and I would like to thank you, those that do tune in and watch this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel. It all helps. It's just nice. It's nice that people are tuning in and that we're making content for people to enjoy. I have noticed on YouTube, I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's this trend going around on YouTube where negativity is quite big at the moment.
What do you mean, it's trending? It's always been around.
It's worse, I think it is. I mean, the last 3 weeks, I've had nothing but negative comments on my YouTube videos. I will be the first to admit that my content is not A grade. I'm not a AAA YouTuber. I'm sorry. I don't have the funds to be able to afford to have the fancy equipment to do things. I'm sorry that I can't record me fixing cars. Like, I can only record, like, me explaining what I'm doing step by step. I can't show me actually pulling the car apart and fixing it until recently, because I've got a tripod now. And the reason why I wasn't able in the past is because I record with my phone. That's the only recording device I have. And even this now, I'm struggling to do recordings with, because Google, in their hindsight, have basically denied me from just plugging in a USB cord and plugging into the computer and then being able to, I don't know whether it's Google or whether it's Microsoft, I don't know who's at fault, but
No, Google and Microsoft are two different companies.
I don't know who's preventing me from transferring files of my phone to the computer through Hardline. Instead, what I have to do is I have to upload it to the Google Drive and then download it from there, which fucks the image quality. Because this thing records really well. Like, the images that you get out of it's pretty fucking good. But it's no good if it fucking compresses it to the point that it destroys the quality of the video when I download it off the Google Drive. It pisses me off. Because when I first started doing YouTube, well, not when I first started doing YouTube, but when I started doing automotive content.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
When I started doing automotive content with this phone, I used to be able to just take it straight off the phone, but now, for whatever fucked up reason, it won't let me do it. What will happen is I'll click file transfer, because it's stupid. You have to do it every time you plug in USB. You have to like manually select allow the computer to control the transfer, and it just won't do it. I don't know if it's Windows 11.
What
or
operating
not,
system?
yeah.
Does Google have their own operating system, or are they just using Android?
Yeah, Android. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is surprising because I had a similar situation with Mac OS several years ago.
Yeah.
Where I couldn't copy and paste an MP3 file, and from there on out, I hated Apple because I thought there's just no way
for me
that I can't do this.
For me to be able to do like the live footage now, I can't rely on my phone anymore because I'm just not happy with the compression issues. Like, it just doesn't make the quality that good. I mean, of course, I upscale and render it at 1440p, but you can only do what you can only do. You know what I mean? You are limited.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once that compression's done, it's Hey,
yeah, there's no uncompressing it.
You know what I just realized? Is the little stream things isn't working. Whatever, I'll fix that later.
Streams thing.
Yeah, like in the little box, there's supposed to, with the stream elements, there's no writing on there. It's supposed to have like limited podcast bash. Now I'm streaming, whatever.
Don't worry, it's for the bit.
So thank you again for those that are tuning in. And those that have been all negative Nancy's on my YouTube. Sorry, I'm not that great, but also fuck you. So
just straight for the throat.
Yeah, well,
we'll call it humble beginnings. Well, I mean, okay, so there's no. I wonder if this is something. Here's some homework for you, Hunter. What if there's some sort of software that can communicate, that you can download, that'll allow your computer to communicate to your phone? No. Do you have like inbuilt Bluetooth?
No, Bluetooth. It doesn't work. It will so if you do a file transfer via Bluetooth, it will start doing it, and then for some stupid reason it will just cancel itself. I don't know why it does that, but it's data transfer Bluetooth doesn't.
Have you done a software update on your phone?
Yeah, everything's up to date. It's not just me; it's every single Google Pixel phone.
Oh, the old bait and switch. Sell something great and then make it crap.
I don't know. It used to work when I had Windows 10, but as soon as I went to Windows 11, it will not work.
Oh,
I have done so much troubleshooting. I've gone through all the fixes, and I'm not the only one. Everyone has the exact same issue. It just, what happens is, just when you go to click the file transfer, it will just disconnect itself. And then because it's disconnected itself, the phone will be like, oh, it's lost connection. And it'll just reset itself. It's like, fuck's sake. Like, why is it doing this? Anyway, I need to get a recording device that's got a memory card that I can just plug into my computer. That's what I need.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can probably get like some Zoom small cameras, because there's a couple of
No, I really want the what I actually want.
Unless you had something else in mind.
Yeah, I'll show you what I've got. It's the Insta 360 recorder. Is it the Insta 360? Oh, fuck, what's it called? Portable camcorder. Yeah. It's this thing.
What kind
here.
of camera is that? Let's have a look.
It's like,
let's have a look.
It's like this thing. I was thinking of getting like that
how much
thing.
Is that? I gotta get
not the $1,000 one, but
holy crap.
But hell, even if I just get a fucking like an old school Panasonic camcorder.
I love.
Yeah.
I still have my Panasonic camcorder that I got about a decade
I
ago, and it
I
still works. I
will
love that thing.
I will never buy this piece of shit. I would buy a proper
Vivita.
brand. No, I'm never ever getting non named brand stuff like this. Zero X. Don't buy that. Don't buy that.
Okay.
I got given one and it's a heap of shit.
Yeah, right.
It does not record in 4K. It does, but it's fucking 5 frames, and you can't. It's like,
Oh, yeah, you can see all the review,
I
2-star
did a
review.
full review. I did a full review with that piece of shit, and I had to throw all the footage away. And I was so fucking mad. I was like, "You fucking piece of crap! Like, it's $129. Like, yeah, sure, you get what you pay for, but it doesn't even record 720 properly. Like,
Holy
fuck,
crap.
it's a piece of shit. Don't buy it. I would love a GoPro, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about GoPros anymore. I feel like they've really just like fallen off.
Yeah,
If I may,
need
I would suggest
something.
this one. This one might work because I like zoom cameras. I have one of their zoom cameras. I think I have the the Q zoom video. Yeah, I have the Q8N. I'll send a link to that one as well because I actually I really like this camera that I also got.
The biggest problem with zoom cameras in my setting is I'm outside and the
Yes.
microphones are very sensitive.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pick up a lot of wind and disturbance. That's the only problem with zoom cameras because they're designed
Right.
for like music. So they got really good microphones.
Yes. They do have very clear microphones.
Yeah. So that is, I mean, yeah, I could in the post production like clean the audio up a bit. Yeah, I can do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's also like I don't know how well they fit on the tripod that I got either.
They've got a stand. Actually, this one should have like a standard microphone stand socket.
Oh yeah.
They
But yeah, well that's the thing is I don't know because like I need something that'll fit on my actual cam recording tripod.
Yeah, built-in standard tripod mount. So it's got that quarter inch thread on the bottom of it.
That would probably work. It's not that expensive either. But I don't know.
No.
I was thinking of getting like not the DJ, but there's like an Instacam recorder. It's like a stick, and it's the camera's on a gimbal. I was thinking that because you can get it to track you. So while I'm working on a cut, it will follow me around, and I can do hand signals and it'll zoom in. It's not the one that I'm thinking of. Isn't like it isn't $1,000. It's under $1,000. I can't remember, but I was looking at that. But honestly, just a normal camcorder. I need to get something though, because one, it would be good for like when I'm on holidays and stuff like that. I can have like actual recordings and footage of stuff because I'm terrible at taking photos. I just don't. Like the other day at work, one of the guys tried to fucking he photoshopped me in like paying me out, and he's like, it's really hard to find photos of you. It's like I had to like really deep dive to find a photo of you, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's because I trying to hide everything because I have an online presence. So like,
yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm a little bit burnt today because I played my second footy game yesterday.
Yeah, how'd you go?
Well, we lost by a lot.
Yeah, right. Well, whatever. Get him next time, Tiger.
Yeah, it's just hard because we're all a bunch of older fellas, and the team we're up against are all young fellas, and they just run circles around us, and really good as well. Like they are a strong team. A lot of my team members would not like to admit that because of the competitiveness and the rivalry between the clubs. But yeah, they are a lot better. I've finally gotten the confidence to start throwing myself in the thick of it, so I was quite happy with my progress on that. But fuck, I am sore from it. Jesus Christ, so much running.
Well, you'll be less sore from it next time.
Doubtful.
Well, one way to find out.
There was one injury on our team though in the third quarter.
Oh shit!
Some guy fucked his knee up, so that's no
Ah,
good. So we
bugger.
lost a player. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good fun. And I was like one of the guys who is on the opposite team that I know through a Ray's friend group and whatnot. And I was like, because I stirred the pot a little bit, and I said to my work colleague, he's also on the. I played against my work colleague as well, and I said to him, I said, "Oh, I wanna thump him." And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to really try and tackle him because he's on the opposite team. It'd just be kind of fun to try and get him." And he went back to training and just started stirring the pot and was telling them that I'm just gonna fucking deck him and all that shit. And then apparently got really upset about it. I thought that was fucking hilarious because I was like, nah, it's because of rivalry, man. You're the only one because in these friend group, they're all on my team.
Right.
It's like you're the only one that's on the opposite team. So of course we've got to try and tackle you. And like, because he's in the same position I play. So he's he's on the back leg of defense. So he's like their defender sort of thing. Those that don't understand AFL footy, and I'm full forward like pocket. I'm in the pocket. Sorry, forward pocket. And we're outnumbered as well. But he didn't end up doing too much because he didn't need to because their team was that good that. We only got the ball down and in a couple of times. We did get 3 goals, but they were like right place, right time sort of goals, like just fluke ones. It wasn't like because we just that skilled and doing it was just sheer luck, really. But like, hey, 3 goals is better than 0 the way I look at it.
Yes, exactly.
They got like 11 or 12 goals or something like that, and a few points. So
only a few.
They didn't get to 100, so they didn't get to 100 points. So that's all right. But it was a lot of fun, and then we like went back to the clubs and had a good old snitty, and then unfortunately I got and then just had a bit of a late night. So yeah, but on a bit more of an interesting note, I've really ramped up my training for CFS as well.
Get big, fit, and healthy 6-pack.
That's it.
Big juicy ass.
So really got to do some really cool stuff with CFS training, Spliffy.
What'd you do with them?
We cut up a car.
With like a recip saw, or what'd you use?
No, jaws of life and everything. Yeah, we did it all. We used all the tools. Yeah. So I got to play around with the jaws of life, which I will be the first to say it's a piece of shit equipment. I don't like it.
Oh.
Don't like it. Nah, I'd rather a recip saw.
What's wrong with it?
So much faster. It's fucking heavy. It's like 30.
Oh.
So it's like 30 something kilos or 40 kilos.
Holy crap.
And then you've got like the hose, the hydraulic, because these are the older ones. So they're got the hydraulic hoses. So you got like a generator that runs a hydraulic pump. And then the hydraulic pump, attaches to the tools. So we're using spreaders and cutters and stuff. And we cut, I'm not going to show photos or anything like that, but we cut up like this Ford Falcon station wagon that was donated from the police impound lot from someone who got defected. But
wonderful.
There was still a heap of shit in the car, like it's a little push bike and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, because it's like a sort of refresher thing of what to do, and yeah, we cut the roof off. We did a dash lift. We did a whole heap of things, and we had the ambulance crew there that were assisting us in training with like what to do, what they do, what their roles are. We even got them to have a play with the jewels of life and stuff, so they had fun with that. But yeah, no, recip saw, man, so much faster just cutting up a car.
Yeah, I still need to get a recip saw. I think that might be one of the
I need
next
one too. I don't
tools
have
that
one,
get.
but yeah.
Yeah.
You can cut a car up in like seconds with one of them.
Yeah, you can cut up a lot. I mean, the recip saw will only get you so far. It's the blades that will make a big difference.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because the tactic in CFS as well of getting like we smashed all the windows and stuff like with the hammer.
Yeah.
And like what you do with the laminate and what you deal with tempered glass, and it was sort of a laminated window, of course. And for the front window, you actually use a recip saw and cut the window out. So you,
Oh yeah,
so
I guess
you,
that makes
so you
sense.
smash a hole in the corner, and then you put the blade in the recip saw and you just cut all the way across, and then you just grab it and just pull the window out, pull the top of the window out, and
Oh,
then
so that way it doesn't shatter everywhere? Is that why?
So then that way you can access the patient from lots of different angles, gives you more room because then you don't have the window restricting you with like getting equipment in and out of the car. Um,
Yeah.
and that sort of stuff. We also like practice like stabilizing the car as well because it's actually surprising. Like even when the car's on wheels and on the ground, it doesn't take long for the body to start flexing and doing shit. Because you want the car stabilized if they've got a neck or back injury because the patient's gonna feel every bump and movement if they got a back or neck
Yeah.
injury. So
Yeah.
so yeah, and then like we cut the doors off and do all that sort of stuff. That was quite challenging on a Ford Falcon. Those doors are pretty tough. They take a bit to get out. And then we did a dash lift and that's where you basically cut the side on the driver's side. You cut like down on the A pillar, and then you get a ram, and it's like a hydraulic ram, and you put up against the B pillar, and then you activate and then you turn it on because it's hydraulic, and then it will push the A pillar up, and it will take the dash with it.
Yeah.
I was talking to my captain how he deals with the dash. He will just get the recip saw and cut the dash out, which honestly is a lot faster than doing that because that took a while. Because the jaws of life isn't like it's strong, but it's actually not. It's not that strong. Like the cutting tool couldn't cut it in one go. You had to take quite a lot of grabs on it. The new ones are a lot stronger and they're battery operated, it's not hydraulic anymore. But
Yeah.
it still took quite a few goes at it to cut it enough to be able to do the dash lift. Where what my captain said was he just cuts the dash out because it's all plastic.
Yeah, it's all
It,
just it's
it,
all just
it,
like a
yeah,
crap vinyl plastic
yeah.
anyway,
You
so
just cut it
whatever.
out because all you need is the room to get to the feet if they've like pinned or anything like that. So
Yeah.
you just cut the dash out with the recips much faster. I mean, yeah, it does. Like the dash lift does lift the steering column out, but you could also just
I mean, the car's kind of screwed anyway, so you're not
yeah,
really going to be concerned about
yeah,
that.
yeah. So yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. So it was really interesting, and then yeah, I'm not gonna say when or where or who or anything like that, but
Yes, don't say when or where, because that would not be a very good idea.
no,
No, don't do it. Don't even be tempted. Moving on it for the bit.
no, I'm not moving on. But
Oh,
there was something interesting, and this is more of like an education thing that I didn't know that we did. But on occasions, we would assist in um, a CPR assist. So what that
yep,
means is someone's had like a cardiac arrest or they've stopped breathing or something like that, and the ambulance service will ask for assistance from the police and from us to assist in CPR. And basically, it means that they're working on someone and they need help. Because there's a few things that they have to do to sort of like make sure that they can do everything they can in their power to sort of bring the person back. And so it was a little bit of Samba thing because unfortunately the person didn't come back. But we all went out there and we assisted in doing the CPR thing. And I'm really glad that like I'm really thankful for my parents that they put me through a lot of like first aid courses and stuff like that. Like I did surf life saving. I did a lot of like volunteer stuff and stuff like that where I've had to do like first aid training through all my life. So I've always been like a first aider, always. Even from advanced, like I've always done like pool rescues, ocean rescues, that sort of stuff. Someone's drowned, I can, I was trained to be able to pull them out, and there was a couple of instances where we did as a kid in surf life saving and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that I did that because this moment like it was really calm, like because obviously the ambulances are walking all of us there through, and the people that are there, they've all done it before. It's not the first time they've done this. It was first for me though, and yeah, so we all took turns, and they've got that machine on, and it's got like a what's that thing you use for music where it's so it goes like goes that what's that called again?
Oh, metronome.
Yeah, metronome. So they got like a heart rate monitor. It's also got an inbuilt
Metronome.
it's got inbuilt metronome, but it's also got the defibrillator. So it's got an inbuilt
Oh,
defibrillator
right.
and stuff like that. And it has all the vitals, everything, oxygen, all that sort of stuff, and they're like running lines. And so basically what they do is they get us to assist. So we keep doing the compressions, so the chest compressions, while they do the work on the other stuff. They keep an eye on the heart rate, see if the heart rate comes back, see if it comes in sinus rhythm, all that sort of stuff. And then they do like, put saline, put adrenaline, all that sort of stuff. And then also go through their lists that they have to do to try and sort of do all they can. And then we just assist in their role. And then they just walk us through as well what we need to do. So we all took turns and we were doing it for quite a while, like maybe 30, 40 minutes we're working. And obviously the family's around because it was at their home. So my condolences,
Jesus.
my condolences to the family. Because it was really sad. But yeah, I'm really glad that I did that CPR stuff because I was prepared for it because I knew what was going in. But definitely, people take these emergency service crew for granted, and when it comes to this sort of stuff, like we all work as a team, and the family was super appreciative of how many people turned up because there was I'm not going to say exact numbers, but there was like more like there was not one of us had to basically do 2 rounds of CPR in the time frame that the machine was telling us to do, because what it'll do is it make us do the CPR and then it will say check, and then you get off, and then it will check if their heart's restarted or anything like that, and then the next person swaps over and continues compressions. So it's really, really, really interesting. Quite interesting sort of situation. I've never really would have thought I would have been in that, but yeah, I'm glad. And I'm doing another first aid course before my full proper road crash course. So I'll get another refresher. But it's been quite a long time since I've actually done CPR in the field, so which is a good thing because no one wants to do it.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, I was doing it 5 minutes ago, man. Let's just, all right, let's go for another round.
Yeah. And it's also really nice as well because like this morning I got a text message as a checkup, like, are you still going okay from that incident, all that sort of stuff. So there's mental health help there for the service people as well, and I'm sure the ambulance have the exact same system as well as police, that sort of stuff. So seriously, like people who think of want to do something different, like it being an ambulance thing is a really sort of like noble thing to do. Even being a police officer, a lot of people like give shit about coppers and all that sort of stuff about fining and stuff, but they're still there helping out when they need to be there. Yeah, sure, it sucks getting a fine and stuff, but
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, they're doing their job, and like if you need help, they are there to help. So yeah, it was quite nice. And then of course, like your CFS and your MFS and your just your fireys as well. It's good. We should get more volunteers. We need more people to help out and that sort of stuff. So you don't always get to do cool things like fight bushfires and stuff like that. Sometimes you do a lot more somber things like road crashes and this situation that I got to experience. So yeah, I just think it's a good learning experience for me, and I learned sort of to grow as a person. I think certainly got
That's fair.
I got a positive outcome out of it. So like in terms of like learning growth for me. It's obviously not a positive thing, like that you're in, but yeah. So I definitely encourage people to definitely look at that. If you want to help do something good, like look into that sort of thing. Even be a nurse or a doctor or something like that. Definitely don't rule anything out like that if you want to help people. Yeah. But on another note, did you see how many recalls have been happening lately?
Is that because of the Ford
So
Ford Ranger motor?
so the V6 motor's been recalled in the Ford Rangers, which is also the same motor that they announced. You know, I was telling you about the Super Duty, the new
Yeah.
towing capacity. Yeah, that's the same motor, so that's interesting.
Oh,
um,
that's
the
not good.
Chevrolet Silverado 1500's been recalled,
Oh, geez, I didn't know about that one.
and quite a few. Yeah, so it's the petrol V8. Quite a few have been recalled, like not just in the Silverados, but in like all. I think it's like
What the hell happened to him?
728,000 vehicles have been recalled
Oh, Jesus
globally.
Christ!
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
So what they're gonna do with the recall is they're gonna with that engine, that petrol V8 of Chevrolet. They're gonna get you to come in and they're gonna check the fuel filter to see if there's any metal in it. So it was a manufacturing
Fuck.
issue in the motor. Apparently might be to do with the 0W oil rating that they're advising people to do, but there was an actual
Yeah.
fault in the motor itself in manufacturing, and the
Yeah.
0W oil is just destroying. This is a problem with 0W oil. Is car manufacturers are doing this right because 0W oil is a very thin oil, so cuts down on emissions. Downside, it's damaging cars to the point they're blowing them up. The 300 series Land Cruiser I was telling you, like Toyota were putting that oil in the Land Cruiser and they were discovering that it was actually blowing them up. Remember that I was saying that? They were putting the wrong oil in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do
they were
remember you saying
advised
that.
to by Toyota to put 0W in it and it was blowing the motors up, which is also happening. Which is also happening for the new 70 series Land Cruisers. They've got the 4-cylinder motor. Apparently, they're having real bad timing chain rattle now and all that sort of shit.
Oh.
And it's because of the fucking oil, the 0W oil. And so, anyway, so there's this natural fault in the Silverado engines that they're getting metal through the metal. Like, it's failing. Like, catastrophic engine failures. The engines are blowing up. They're locking up and seizing. They're breaking. And they reckon the 0W oil like exacerbates this issue, makes it so much worse.
Oh, shit.
So basically, if you have this engine, please go to a dealership, get them to have a look at it. Do not use 0W oil. Use 5W oil. It is a thin oil. Like my car uses 5W oil. Even though some people with D40s use 10W, which I do not fucking recommend. Don't do it. Unless you got an earlier model, then it's okay, but don't. If the manufacturer says that there is no substitute outside of this oil weighting, and I'm talking about the initial, the last two digits are so like 30, 40, 120, whatever. That's operating temperature. So that is the optimum operating temperature that the oil is going to be working within. That there is a little bit of leeway depending on what climate you're in, but that weight, that 5W, that 10W, that 15W, that 0W. I know I just said that. Don't listen to the manufacturer. So it's a bit hard, but seriously, if it says there is no substitute, do not use a different oil. You may not destroy your engine straight away, but you will over time. Because you got to remember that these cars are designed for a specific function with specific tolerances. They do a lot of R&D on these things. They have done all the tests with all the different oils. So they know that with a 5W weighted oil, your engine will last X amount of time, 300, 400, 500,000 kilometers. Or it won't break down because of the oil. It'll break down because of just wear and tear.
Yeah.
But if you change that and you put a thicker oil like 10W or 15W in a car that's designed on one thin oil, guess what that oil pump's going to do? The oil pump's going to wear out. It's going to struggle. And D40s are notorious for their oil pumps failing. And I guarantee you, this is coming from I had a conversation like years ago with the guy that owns and runs YD25, which they make like timer chain kits, and they're a specialist for the D40 motor. And I was asking him this question. I said, a lot of people you say use this oil. I said, do not use that oil. He says, it will damage the oil pump. He says, I see it all the time. people use the wrong oil and it ends up damaging the oil pump over time because it's too thick oil for the oil pump. It increases the pressure because it's a thicker oil, so it increases the friction, like the amount of work that the oil has to do, and it does a whole heap of other different things as well. But like it fails eventually. It might not fail in 100,000 Ks, but it might, your car could last, say, 500,000-600,000 Ks. Now it's only going to last 200,000 Ks. You know what I mean? Like that's the sort of type of thing I'm talking about. So really be careful what you put in your car. If you need to get from A to B and you have to put 10W, 40 or 30, whatever, you're not going to damage it that like short term, but definitely like when you get the chance, get that oil out and put the correct oil in it. Definitely. If you got to get by, you got to get by. But yeah, just keep that in mind. I see so much misinformation being thrown around, and sometimes I get it wrong too. And if I do get it wrong and I get corrected, I will be happy. But that I do know because I am obsessed with YD25 motors. So I'm a little bit fucking autistic on that one. So definitely don't listen to everyone's advice online, because I can tell you one thing: Navara owners are the worst at fucking spreading bullshit. As one myself. That's the reason why I started my YouTube channel, was because of how much misinformation was being spread around them.
That's a funny reason to start doing something.
I know. There was no real online tutorials on how to fix something when it goes wrong, and then all the information that was talked about it was fucking wrong anyway. So I've done my research. I've spoken to mechanics that are specialists in these vehicles, like the guys at YD25. They are great people if you're looking for a time and chain upgrade kit, a fuel pump replacement. They do upgraded fuel pumps, oil pumps. If you want to rebuild a YD25 motor, they're the guys to fucking talk to. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. They just do a really good job. And they're Australian owned and made, so you can't complain against that. So so there's a recall with the Ford Ranger. There's a recall with the Chevrolets, and then there was something else as well. LDV's been bloody going after from the HCCC. You hear about that?
No, I didn't.
So LDVs, they advertise their cars as tough and rugged, and they compare them against the Hiluxes.
Yeah.
But they've been rusting out, like to the point that they just start.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
The rust is bad. Apparently, there was a car. There was a car that was owned by a person that worked at a fly saving club, and the car got to 120,000 kilometers, and the rust was so bad that it was a write-off.
Wow, holy crap.
So he went to try and get warranty on that, and they apparently were kicking and screaming against it. They were like, oh, no, it's the conditions, you're driving in harsh conditions. He's like, what conditions? I drive it to and from work. I don't even go off-roading. I'm in the city. So it is rusted that badly from just sitting in the car park lock of a surf life saving club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, fuck, that's bad.
You definitely can't advertise that to be tough, Jesus.
Yeah, no, they're heaps of shit. And I see it all the time, like, with issues with them, with leaks and all sorts of stuff. They're just like, whenever you drive them as well, they just feel shit. But yet they're not cheap either. Like, as we were talking about, they're like still 40 to 60 grand, like.
What? Holy crap!
Yeah, a piece of shit. I fucking hate it.
Nuts.
And then there's also like other concerns as well, like some of these Chinese-made electric cars. They've been going on a review because apparently, like, you can't open the doors; that they lock the passenger inside.
What is the problem with these fucking doors not being able to open? What the hell's going on? How are we evolved backwards with opening fucking doors?
You'd think a vehicle that runs on electricity, that you would want to conserve power by having mechanical door locks, so you don't have to use electricity to, I don't know, open a fucking door handle.
A door? It's a door.
Why?
Doors have been around for fucking centuries.
Why would you do that?
For some reason, we're fucking them up.
Why would you like not just
How?
put a manual door operation system with central locking, of course, like an actuator to open and lock the car? Like that's fine, but why do you need to have a door handle that when you pull the handle, it is a switch, and then it
That
electronically
makes no
opens the latch?
friggin' sense.
Why would you fucking want that? And then why would you want the fucking door to open itself? Why are you that fucking lazy that you want to fucking have the door open for yourself?
It's just a door handle. Grab it, pull it, door
Yeah.
opens. Wonderful.
I can
It's been around for 100 years.
I can
Let's keep it fucking
understand,
going.
like, yeah, I can understand like the incentive for the boot, because like modern cars these days have like electric assisted boots, so like
Yes.
so the boot will open for you. I can get that because you got a handful of shopping and stuff like that, or you got a kid in one hand or whatever. It's a really good sort of like it's a good sort of targeting sort of feature to target towards like mothers and families and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I get that, but a normal fucking door, like, why does it need to be electronically operated? Why couldn't it just be basic with just standard door handles? Why do the door handles have to pop out? I guess I know why Tesla do it, because Tesla have the pop out door handles for wind resistance, because electric cars, every drag is a loss in distance in electricity. So like that's why they got those weird wheel hub protectors and stuff like that. I get it, but still, like, you can still make a door handle that's aerodynamic that creates very little drag. So I don't know, because again, like when something goes wrong with that and it breaks, it's hard to get into your car when the door handle gets jammed. You have to like get something in there and pry it out, but that's fucking around to do. That's why, like, emergency crew, we just smashed a window and just fucking opened the door. But that's why I don't like the because remember they said they were gonna make the Cybertruck like bulletproof glass. Like, why would you do that? Like, if you crash in a Cybertruck and then you try and emergency service try and get in, like, if it's bulletproof, that means it's gonna be resistance to the emergency brake hammer. Like, how are you gonna get in? It's fucking dumb. What, are we gonna angle grind you out? Fucking good luck with that. The car's stainless steel. We need to carry special blades just for one vehicle. Like, no. Fuck that. Fucking the Jaws of Life wouldn't be able to do much for that either, I don't reckon. Actually, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see how hard it is for emergency crew to get someone out of a Cybertruck. Because
maybe pose the question to your chief.
Because stainless steel's really, well, Cybertrucks aren't in Australia. They're not legal here. You can get them on trade plates and special permits, but they're not legal.
Oh, I actually didn't know they made them illegal.
Yeah, well, would you fucking want a bloody 4-ton vehicle that can go from 0 to 100, has no safety ability whatsoever? Put it this way, if a Cybertruck hits an actual semi, I think the Cybertruck will fuck the semi up. It is that heavy and strong and rigid because it's all stainless steel. It would fucking do so much damage to a truck. It will bend the shit out of the chassis and everything. Like, fucking, yeah, nah. Yeah, they're not. I wouldn't want them on the road. They're too dangerous. You get
That's fair. I never heard they made them illegal officially.
No, because they're against our safety features. Because they don't.
Yeah, right.
Because they're stainless steel, they don't have very good crumple zones. They're too hard.
Yeah.
Because when they hit a vehicle, they like tear it up.
Yeah.
And then also, like, there's the added risk as well as, like, there's just so many safety issues that I concern myself with the Cybertruck. It's just, it's not a safe vehicle to have on the road, especially if you get someone who, like, has a medical episode or something like that and accidentally put their foot down on the accelerator. Like, the car's gonna be a bullet that weighs. It's gonna be a 4-ton bullet that can travel faster than a hypercar.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Like a Bugatti Veyron, like that weighs
Oh, that would be
4
fun.
ton.
Holy crap.
It's made out of bulletproof, like light bulletproof armor. Like, yeah, it's really gonna go well. So nah, yeah, I don't like it. I think they're a great show car. Like if you're just gonna have it as like a day, like not a daily, just a show car, then yeah, fair. But I wouldn't want to be around one if something goes wrong because you're gonna end up dead.
Yeah.
You won't. No matter how many airbags you have, you're not gonna. That's gonna just go straight through the car. It'll push
And
the
keep
engine
going,
block.
probably.
Oh yeah, fucking oath it would. Jesus. It'll probably like keep pushing you until like
Yeah.
you go into another car. Like Jesus. But yeah, there's quite a lot of recalls going around at the moment. It's a bit, yeah. We should be careful anyway because you shouldn't really buy the first generation of any vehicle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Should always try go for the second generation. So, but yeah, there was something crazy though the other day. We saw this
What's
car.
that?
My boss pointed out a caravan, and like the drawbar was like doing this. It looked like it was gonna snap off the caravan.
Oh, far out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, did you see the flex? And I said, not really. He said it was bad. Fucking hell. But yeah. So what have you been up to anyway? Like music. What music things have you?
I've been getting back into drums a lot
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
I think it was a good 6-month period of just not playing drums because I was just busy with so many other things.
Yeah.
I also went down to my favorite corner of the universe and bought some more math books. I started reading a book titled A First Course in Linear Algebra. Because
Yeah, algebra.
yes. I watched a couple of videos about it yesterday from 3 Blue 1 Brown. He's a math YouTube channel. He's a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, just getting into more mathematics stuff because I just
Are
like mathematics.
you like one of these ones that just really likes to just go out and just learn some new equation or something like that? Just muck around with it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I like learning I like learning new concepts.
Yeah.
So I suppose so. I actually invented an. Oh, I wouldn't say I invented an algorithm, but about 10 years ago, no, yeah, about 10 years ago, I came up with an algorithm.
Yeah.
Um, and I'll have to find it. It's a really dumb algorithm. So essentially, it's all it does is creates a correlation between squares and corners. So say for example, you have 4 squares
Yeah.
and you butt them all up together. And say for example, you're in a construction company and you decide I want to find out what the most minimal amount of screws I need to screw these 4 tiles to the wall. So let's say, for example, you have 4 around each corner for all 4 square. Oh no, yeah, 4 around each corner, but then you also have the 5 in the middle.
Yeah.
So what does that look like, and how can you scale that, and how can you turn that into a rectangle? And then I eventually worked out how to do that.
Yeah.
And that was a bit of fun.
Okay.
It was a really dumb algorithm. It was like I can't
It was
remember it off the
something
top
though.
of my head.
I couldn't do anything like that.
Um,
No way I could
uh,
do anything like that. I'm not that smart.
I think it was something along the lines of I'll just write it in 4s squared minus I'm gonna be making this I'm gonna probably be making this up a little bit, but it was more or less along the lines of what this looked like.
Yeah.
Minus s minus 1 squared minus, I think this is what it was. Oh, hang on, I fucked it up already. For It was 4s squared
Yeah.
minus s minus 1 to the power of 2 minus S minus 1.
Yeah, okay.
That's yeah, it was really dumb. It's really dumb. So
Fair enough.
essentially, it sets out as a square,
Yeah.
and then it works out how many squares you have, and then it basically turns it into a rectangle, and then correlates the number of corners or the number of touching corners to the number of squares that you have,
Yeah, okay.
and then that's what it does.
Ah, okay. Interesting. I would never think in a million years.
It took me about 2 weeks to work it out.
Yeah.
And I'll try and find it one day and sort of actually send you a picture of. I actually wrote it in a whole, like, I actually did like diary entries of me trying to work this algorithm out. I have pages of varying algorithms and basically trying to work it out. And then I eventually came to that conclusion. I'm thinking this is really dumb. And then I thought, fuck it, let's go to hexagons. And turns out that algorithm is really fucking simple, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I remember it being even simpler than this squares one.
Ah, fair enough. That's I don't really understand that stuff. That's way out of my sort of expertise.
Yeah, that's all good. I just really like mathematics. I wish I knew more mathematics, and I'm gonna be trying to learn more calculus stuff. I bought this. It's such a weird find I found yesterday. I found 2 textbooks.
Yeah.
I don't know when they were published. Well, actually, probably has them on the front. But there's integral calculus. No, there's differential calculus and integral calculus.
Yeah.
And like full statistics or something like that, written in like it has 2003 to 2015 written on it, and I opened it up and it has a bunch of students' notes in it. I'm thinking, oh, this is a really obscure book. I have to have it.
Yeah. That seems cool. Yeah, no, I never really was that good at maths and stuff like that. They always just put me in applied. Which is fair.
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of the stuff I learned I just don't use because I don't really use it. But yeah. But on a different note, did you see that so Nintendo increased their prices of their consoles and games?
I have heard about that, and I'm genuinely happy that they did.
Sony did the exact same thing. So
yes, and I heard about that too, and I heard that Microsoft might be doing it and would likely be doing it. I am extremely happy that they have.
So they have. Microsoft has also increased the price of the console by $100 in US, which means in Australia it's probably going to be over $1,000 now.
Yes, probably.
And games are going to be more expensive now too, which sucks. But
no, I couldn't be happier about this.
Why couldn't you be happier?
Because this gives the indie development scene a cutting edge that they didn't even ask for, and they were just simply given.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because if you have, if you as an Australian see that the next Halo, just regular edition, is $120, but games like Schedule 1 are like $30,
you're gonna go for them.
That's just given the indie scene like one of the biggest competitive edges,
that is true.
Like it was just given to them.
That is true, and it kind of like makes me like question them because people are like, oh no, it's because it's everything's got more expensive. It's like no, it's actually gotten cheaper for them because Microsoft did like laid off like 500 staff.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then
digital distribution
as well, which is cost nothing pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like the cost of
they've already got servers and stuff like that, so it doesn't cost them anything extra. So they don't have to make CD discs or anything like that, which sucks. Also on a positive note, May the 26th is also, by the way, happy May the 4th for those Star Wars lovers.
Oh yeah, man. It is May the 4th, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Anyway, back to that. GTA 6 has been announced to come out in May 26. Apparently, they apologized for the delay, but to be honest, I didn't expect
it's already been like fucking It's already
10
been something
years.
like
10
fucking no. It's
years.
been 12.
12 years. There you go.
It's been 12 years since GTA 5 was released.
Um,
Holy
I
shit!
I am going to be willing to pay $120 for that game.
I'm willing to pay $120 and wait for the game to come out on PC. I'm not willing to pay. I'm not willing to buy it on Xbox.
I can't wait. I have to play on Xbox.
No, I can wait.
I'll play it on Xbox and then I'll get it on PC. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it on
they're
PC when it comes out on PC.
Yeah, if it's good on Xbox, I'm gonna double dip and fucking buy it again on PC when it comes out.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll just
I don't mind giving them my money because at the end of the day, they have produced a really good game in the past. It's still got a massive player base. The only thing I don't like about their scheme with the multiplayer stuff, if you're like now coming back in, you're not gonna be able to get anywhere. They made it too microtransaction heavy. But
yeah,
with
so like
new,
every other player has like a massive advantage over you.
yeah, with the new EU laws coming out though, that's gonna change.
Right.
So the way the EU laws have said is that you're not allowed to have an in-game currency anymore. So
Oh yeah, you're not allowed to obfuscate the currency. You actually have to display what it costs you in real money.
Yep. So
Because that's
yeah, because what they were doing is they were saying that like, oh, it costs so the minimum say is like 600 credits, right? And the packs are always 800 credits, and then the next minimum pack from 600 credits is 1,000 credits. So instead of spending like what the pack is like worth would be like, say the minimum's like $10 and the amount that the pack is worth is like $15. But then you can't spend $15 for the pack. You have to spend $30 for the 1,000 credits so you can get that $15 pack. And the way they sort of done it is like COD does this all the time, where like, so you spend $30 on a pack, but you don't have enough credits to buy another pack with it, even though you spend $30. So then you would have to buy another $30 pack, or buy the $10 pack with the $30 pack to be able to get 2 packs, even though money wise they're worth like $24, something like that. Like they do that on purpose. They fucking they scam you, man.
The other thing that was going on was that you'd have in the game you'd have like 3 or 4 different currencies.
Yeah.
And
you got, like,
you'd basically you'd have real money. Yeah. You'd have real money for gold credits, and then in order to get this particular armor, you needed to trade it for bronze credits, and then it would just basically make it really confusing. So then by the end of it, you probably spent more money than you would have actually had to, because it's so fucking confusing.
Yeah, fucking oath. I hate it. I hate microtransactions.
Yeah,
because it just brings nothing but half-ass piece of shit games. Like if microtransactions weren't a thing, we would have fully fleshed out working games, because there was nothing like that's what brought the money, was a working game. Because people are gonna pay money for a game that isn't working, but now it's like it's all live service, and then they make you fucking they suck you in, but yet they never fix the game. You know, that's what pisses me off with microtransactions, because it just encourages half-assed work. You know. Anyway, so I from your perspective with the increase in games, yeah, I agree. It's going to make the indie games a lot better. And to be honest, the indie games are a lot better because there's no microtransactions. They have to make a game that works from the get-go. So that way people can come back and pay the $30, and that's how they make their money. So, you know. And it was funny how the most popular games aren't the games with the best graphics.
I know, that's like this is the shit that you and I have been saying for years. It's not about the graphics, it's about the gameplay. Is the game actually worth the money sink? Not the time sink. It's not about the money, because you can go back to work and get your $100 back in like, I don't know, an hour or two.
Yeah.
But like actually getting something worthwhile out of the game is the most important part of the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or any sort of media, really. It's not just video games, but video games just so happen to be the most interactive out of
Yeah.
all the medias.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Expedition 33 is $70 on Steam. So normally that would be $100. So it's $30 cheaper than most AAA titles. I think it was Battlefield 49, Battlefield 2042 was $100, and I know that Doom Eternal was $100. I know
Yeah.
that for a fact. So even the obscure the by Blair Claire obscure whoever the hell that is expedition it's the deluxe edition
Yeah.
for $84, right? You can't get a AAA title for like a deluxe edition for under $100. So I mean, you've already
Nah.
got a massive
Well, like, Flight Simulator, fucking Flight Simulators, I wouldn't even call it a game, it's a simulator. And,
yeah, it's a game. Yeah.
The deluxe edition for that's like fucking $200.
What the hell?
Yeah, the base game's $130.
$130, Jesus.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that is extremely expensive. You
yeah.
just like, I don't even know why it's expensive. Like, I reckon
It's the
barely
amount of-
any of the budget
it's the
should
amount
go
of
into developing the
hours-
ground.
It's amount of the hours, because you got to remember, like, it uses Google Earth, and then they rendered the buildings, and all the vehicles are hand rendered and whatnot. But yeah, I'll have
So
a
I
look at the
guess
price.
Google Earth is getting a cut out of. I mean, if they're doing that, Google Earth has to be getting a cut out of it. Because I mean, if Microsoft went to Google and say, "Hey, we want your data," Google isn't going to give that up for free. Of course, which
No.
is fair enough. I wouldn't. If you do
No.
a bunch of work and then someone wants it, you can't. You just you're not getting it for free. You have to.
So okay,
sort of-
so the standard edition's $109.95. The deluxe edition is $149.95. The premium edition is $189.95, and the aviator edition is $299.95.
Holy crap! Why are there so many different editions?
The only difference between all those is planes. You just get extra planes that are handmade. That's it.
Well, all planes have to be handmade, and you're gonna.
I don't
That's
know,
another problem that we might be able to present, but like, it's. I guess it's all up to what people want to pay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah.
is it cheaper to just buy the base game and then buy the planes individually?
No, it's more expensive that way. Trust me, I've looked into it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
No, you're better off waiting on it when it's on special. But yeah, no. Because I got because Flight Simulator's on Game Pass, so it's free. So I played the PC variant on Game Pass, but it doesn't play very well. It's not great. I don't really play it as much as every now and then I'll get the ick to fly, but it's not that great really. I much rather fly on DCS or something like that, to be honest.
Yeah,
DCS is way more realistic. DCS is actually a simulator. It's not an arcade simulator like Flight Simulator is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, anyways, we should probably call it quits here. I got something.
Yeah,
that
we
we're
probably
rating
should.
but yeah, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe on the channel if you enjoy watching this podcast, and
like and subscribe. You
yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
You want to like and subscribe.
That you do. And we're going to rate into someone who's playing Skyrim, because why not?
Oh, yeah. The new Skyrim. Did you watch that video?
Yeah, I did. So
the new Skyrim 4.
All right, well, catch
Guys,
us
I'm
all
so
later.
excited for Skyrim 4. It's been 15 years since Skyrim 5 came out.
And then they just
we've been waiting for Skyrim 6.
They just remastered Oblivion as well. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's another story for another time. All right, we'll catch us all later. Hope you have a good night and day, depending where you are in the world. And see ya.
See ya.